For decades, the middle class was the American dream. A steady job, a decent home, a reliable car, food on the table, a little money saved, maybe a vacation once in a while. And if you worked hard enough, you believed your children would have an even better life. But today, millions of Americans are asking a painful question. What happened? They are working, they are paying bills, they are cutting back, they are doing everything they were told to do, but they still feel like they are falling behind. Not all at once, not dramatically, but quietly, month after month, bill after bill. The middle class is not collapsing in one big explosion. It is being squeezed, slowly and silently. And many people do not realize how serious it is until they look at their bank account and wonder where all the money went. The strange part is that on paper, some families may look okay. They may have a job. They may own a home. They may have a retirement account. They may even earn what sounds like a decent income. But income does not tell the whole story. Because being middle class is not just about how much money you make. It is about how much money you can keep. It is about whether you can handle an emergency. It is about whether you can save for retirement. It is about whether one medical bill, one rent increase, one layoff, or one car repair can knock you off track. That is where the middle class is quietly breaking down. The paycheck still comes in, but more of it disappears before the month is over. Housing takes a bigger bite. Healthcare takes a bigger bite. Groceries take a bigger bite. Insurance takes a bigger bite. Childcare, transportation, utilities, debt, and taxes all take their share. And by the time everything is paid, many hardworking families have little left. That is not financial security. That is financial survival. Let's start with housing. For many Americans, housing is the biggest reason the middle class feels weaker. Renters are facing higher monthly rents. Home buyers are facing higher prices and higher interest rates. Homeowners are facing rising property taxes, rising insurance premiums, and expensive repairs. A home used to be one of the strongest symbols of middle-class stability. Now, for many people, housing feels like a financial trap. If you rent, you worry the rent will go up again. If you own, you worry about repairs, insurance, taxes, and whether your income can keep up. And if you are trying to buy your first home, it may feel like the goalpost keeps moving further away. Then there is healthcare. Healthcare is one of the biggest hidden drains on the middle class. Even people with insurance are paying premiums, deductibles, co-pays, prescriptions, dental bills, and unexpected out-of-pocket costs. A family can be doing everything right and still be financially shaken by one medical emergency. That is why many people feel anxious even when they technically have coverage. They know coverage does not always mean affordable care. Then there is debt. Debt has become a normal part of middle-class life. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, personal loans, medical debt. Buy now, pay later. For many families, debt is not about luxury. It is about survival. It fills the gap between what life costs and what income covers. But once interest starts building, it becomes harder and harder to get ahead. You can work every day, make payments every month, and still feel like the balance barely moves. This is one reason so many Americans feel trapped. They are not lazy. They are not careless. They are stuck in a system where the cost of everyday life keeps rising faster than their ability to build wealth. And that is the heart of the middle-class squeeze. The middle class used to mean breathing room. Now, for many people, it means barely keeping up. There was a time when a decent job could support a family, buy a home, provide health insurance, build a pension, and create a path to retirement. But those days are not the reality for many households anymore. Jobs have changed. Benefits have changed. Pensions have disappeared for many workers. Raises do not always match inflation, and many people are one emergency away from financial stress. This is why the middle class is quietly falling apart. It does not always look like poverty. It often looks like people who appear fine on the outside but are stressed behind closed doors. The family with 2 incomes but no savings. the homeowner who cannot afford a major repair, the parent using a credit card for groceries, the older worker delaying retirement because the numbers do not work, the college graduate with debt and no realistic path to homeownership, the adult child helping parents while trying to build their own future. These are the quiet signs of a middle class under pressure, and the emotional toll is real. People feel embarrassed. They feel frustrated. They feel like they should be further ahead. They look around and wonder if everyone else is doing better. But the truth is, many people are struggling silently. Social media makes it look like everyone is traveling, buying homes, upgrading cars, and living comfortably. But behind the scenes, many households are stretched thin. Some are living paycheck to paycheck on incomes that used to be considered solidly middle class. That is what makes this crisis so confusing. People are earning more dollars than previous generations. But those dollars do not buy the same security. A higher salary does not mean much if housing, healthcare, insurance, and debt consume most of it. A raise does not feel like progress if groceries, rent, and premiums rise at the same time. This is why so many people say, "I make more money than I ever have, but I feel poorer." That statement captures the modern middle-class reality. More income, less breathing room, more work, less security, more responsibility, less margin for error. And the problem is not affecting everyone equally. People with family money have a cushion. They may get help with college, help with rent, help with a down payment, help during emergencies. That support can change everything. Meanwhile, others are starting from scratch. Some are helping parents. Some are supporting children. Some are recovering from divorce, job loss, illness, or years of low wages. Two people can work equally hard and still end up in very different places because they did not start from the same position. That is one of the hardest truths about the middle class. Effort matters. But effort alone does not erase unequal starting points. And over time, those differences grow. One family buys a home early and builds equity. Another rents for decades and faces rising costs. One worker has a job with strong benefits and retirement matching. Another has unstable hours and expensive insurance. One person can take risks because they have a safety net. Another cannot afford one mistake. That is how the middle class becomes divided from within. Some move up, some fall down, and many remain stuck in the middle, exhausted from trying to hold on. This is especially important for adults over 50. Because if you are in your 50s or 60s and still feel financially behind, it can feel scary. You may be asking, can I retire? Will Social Security be enough? What happens if healthcare costs rise? What if I still have debt? What if I need to keep working longer than planned? These are not small questions. For many adults over 50, the middle-class squeeze has become a retirement crisis. They spent decades working, but the cost of life kept eating away at their ability to save. Now retirement is approaching and the numbers may not feel safe. That is why more people are working longer. More people are starting side hustles. More people are downsizing. More people are looking for remote work. More people are trying to create extra income before retirement. Not because they failed, but because the old middle-class formula no longer works the same way. So what can you do? First, stop blaming yourself for a system that has changed. Personal responsibility matters. But you cannot budget your way out of every structural problem. You still need a plan. But that plan must be based on today's reality, not yesterday's advice. Second, know your real cost of living. Not the fantasy number, the real number. Housing, food, utilities, insurance, transportation, debt, healthcare, subscriptions, family support, emergency expenses. You cannot fix what you refuse to look at. Third, reduce financial risk wherever you can. That may mean paying down high-interest debt, building even a small emergency fund, avoiding unnecessary car payments, reviewing insurance costs, cutting expenses that no longer serve you, or creating a backup income stream. Fourth, protect your earning power. In today's economy, Skills matter. Flexibility matters. Learning matters. Whether you are 35, 50, or 65, your ability to earn is one of your most important financial assets. That could mean learning AI tools, applying for better jobs, starting a small side hustle, consulting, freelancing, or turning years of experience into income. Fifth, stop measuring success by appearances. A person can look middle class and be drowning in debt. Another person can live modestly and be quietly building security. The goal is not to look successful. The goal is to become financially stronger. And finally, remember this. The middle class is not just an income level. It is a feeling of stability. It is the ability to breathe, to save, to handle emergencies, to retire with dignity, to help your family without destroying your own future. That is what many Americans are fighting to protect. The middle class is quietly falling apart because the costs of life have changed, the labor market has changed, and the old promise of security has weakened. But awareness is power. Once you understand what is happening, you can make smarter moves. You can stop chasing outdated advice. You can build a plan for the economy we actually live in, and you can focus on what matters most: more income, less debt, lower fixed expenses, stronger savings, better skills, and a future with more breathing room. If you feel like the middle class is harder to stay in than it used to be, you are not imagining it. The rules have changed, but you can still change your strategy. If this message speaks to you, share your thoughts in the comments. Do you feel like the middle class is still within reach? Or does it feel like it is slipping away? And if you want practical money strategies for adults over 50, subscribe to Smart Money Moves.